Truish, a soft news bulletin of the week, delivered hot off the press by me to you, Daisy Maskell. And joining me this week as my expert correspondent is Joz Norris. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
You addressed the listener as Daisy Maskell there, didn't you?
Oh,
Did you say me to you, Daisy Maskell?
Oh, I put myself in the shoes of the listener now.
Nice. I wasn't sure whether there's a sort of a rule that goes out that this is only allowed to be listened to by other people called Daisy Maskell. So
I'm the only person that listens to this podcast, Joz. Sorry. If you've got anything to promote, I'll be the only one.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for you to listen back and go, yeah, this was good, actually.
How you doing?
Yeah, really good, thank you.
I like these.
These are new. This was Christmas.
Cute.
I sort of only decided to wear things that I like within the last sort of couple of years. I used to very much be like, whatever I find or get handed down, that's what I wear. And then it turns out if you choose to like put on nice things, you feel better about yourself.
For anyone that is listening as opposed to watching, Joz has some really snazzy red shoes
Just
on.
got some nice bright red shoes.
Do you know about the red theory?
No, what is it?
So apparently a pop of red in any outfit or in any room, even in interior design,
really
brings everything together.
Whoa, everything together?
Yeah, it makes you really like stylish.
So there's nothing it could clash with?
There's
nothing I could put on with this would look bad?
There's nothing that you could put on. If you had a pop of red, you'd immediately
it would
be stylish.
solve everything else.
If you put a pop of red in,
doesn't matter how garish or how like hideous.
Doesn't matter.
Wow.
A pop of red, even in the corner of a room.
That's great to know.
Brings everything back.
I'm going to start planning around it more.
It's funny that you said that you're wearing everything from Christmas now. Have you ever asked for something that you knew you were going to re-gift to someone else?
I don't think so. I've been given things that I immediately am like, I have to get rid of this. But then often it's because it's like really unpleasant. There's some really lovely comedy fans who come and see certain shows I do around the country every now and again, and they always bring a new deck of tarot cards with them because they found out I like got into tarot a couple of years ago, and they're always kind of like tarot from a haunted asylum or like Lovecraft demon tarot. So like they're really unpleasant. They like don't have any of the vibe that I would like from that thing. So it's very kind of them, but I'm always like, this is hideous. I have to find some way of...
Can I ask, what do you do with them? Do you take them home?
I take them home. I'm always very grateful
You're
to
very
them.
grateful.
I shouldn't really be talking about this publicly because they might watch it. I think I still have one of them. One I re-gifted on a podcast. I should have brought the other one to this. That would have been great.
No, don't bring it.
You don't want it. You don't want it. It's really quite spooky. You look at it and you feel quite kind of unsettled in your soul.
So you got into tarot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really into the little
New Age
mystical.
shit.
Yeah.
It's fun,
Go, take my money. But tarot's the one thing that I've never done, and I'm a little bit scared. So tell me why you got into it and try and sell it to me.
I got into it. So my girlfriend's mum is very into it and gave me a reading a few years ago. I think it was just before I was doing the Edinburgh Fringe, and she gave me a reading that basically meant that the Edinburgh Fringe was going to go well. And I was like, this is great. This stuff is really good. This just tells me what I want to hear. I don't know if I fully like sign up to the idea of it being like, this has come up for a reason and this means this thing is going to happen. But it's sort of quite nice to kind of pretend that it's that for a little while. And maybe the way you think about whatever comes up changes the way you like respond to things that happen or something. It's mostly bollocks, but it's quite nice to kind of like invest some energy in a thing that maybe feels like something.
Yeah.
Also, the pictures are lovely. You got to have a look at just some of those pictures sometime. There's a guy running around with a sword.
Oh, wow.
There's a little baby in the middle of the sun. Quite Teletubbies, actually, a lot of it. I think a lot of the iconography of Teletubbies, if you go way back,
the same
you can trace it
illustrator.
Yeah, really old by then. But
Joz, what is on your docket this week? What you got for me?
my story this week, have you heard about this guy that ate a Fabergé egg?
Ate one.
Ate a Fabergé egg.
As in they're like decorative.
The sort of like deluxe egg, not for eating, eggs for looking at.
Oh.
Because you've got your eggs for eating, and you've got your eggs for hatching, and you've got your eggs for looking at. And I'd say Fabergé, top candidate egg for looking at.
Okay, so take me into what this looked like, and they're also really expensive as a side note, right?
This was why he ate it. This was why he wanted the thing. So he was a thief, basically. I don't know if he went in with the intention of stealing this thing or whether it was a kind of a moment of madness, but he was in a jeweller's, saw this egg. Have you seen Octopussy?
No, I haven't.
The James Bond film.
I haven't.
It's good. It's one of the good ones.
I
I really
miss
miss the... Have you seen the Roger Moore ones generally?
Do you know what?
Bond.
There's a ton of stuff that I haven't seen or watched or read that
What else
people
is on your
ask, and it
list?
just makes you look so uncultured.
I don't think with this one, that Octopussy
Okay.
is such trash.
Okay,
Like, it's a
fine.
really, really
Yeah, but
trash.
it's
So I
also
don't think you're missing out on anything like cultured or good by missing out on Octopussy. But it is a lot of fun.
I feel like there's also those types of things though that like just to be a part of like the cultural movement of something or just to be in the joke. I need to watch.
You can be
I haven't watched that.
I know about that one.
But I'll put it on my list. But so was it one that was in the film?
So no, it wasn't in the film, but so I've not watched it in a long time. I know it's the one where at the end James Bond goes undercover as a clown in a circus and he ends up trying to defuse a nuclear bomb while dressed as a clown.
Okay.
Bond fans hate it because it's really stupid. I think Bond films should be stupid, so I think it's really good. At the start, James Bond's friend eats a Fabergé egg, swallows it, like his other secret agent guy. I think maybe there's some codes in it that they need to get away from the Russians. So he swallows it, then they kill him. This guy's in a jeweller's looking at a £19,000 Fabergé egg, and then for whatever reason swallows it and thinks that's how he'll get it out of the shop. Because I think he assumes there'll be an alarm that'll mean he can't just carry it out. He's not got 19 grand on him. I don't know whether he planned it.
Wow.
It seems like, so I don't think you would plan it. It's too weird a thing to plan. I think it has to be a moment of like lunacy.
Oh, do you know what though? Like, let's go back to Paris last year, and you were going to do that heist.
What did they heist again? I forget what they took. Some paintings.
Yeah, was it jewelry?
Oh no, jewelry. No, it was jewelry. Yeah.
So okay, if you were going
paintings would be hard to.
I feel like you're kind of giving Paris today in
your
stripes.
This was also a Christmas jumper. So was again,
okay,
I like just repping it for a little while, getting it out
like
there.
It. Yeah, it's cute. Yeah. If we were going to go to Paris and do a heist, how are we planning to steal these jewels? Because I would like swallowing them.
Swallowing's actually quite
It's
good.
actually really good. Like,
although are they very sharp? I've never held a jewel, so I don't know whether to expect like sharp edges.
I'm not really good with biology either, so I don't know. The egg we'll get back to. Putting the egg on pause for a sec. But if you are to swallow something, like something that was hard, like jewels or a Fabergé egg, would it come out in one? What is the situation with our stomach acid?
Well, he's only just passed the egg. This was why it was in the news. He ate the egg in, I think, December, and he was put in jail. And I don't know how like prisonable it is as an effect. Because I don't, like, have you stolen it if you've eaten it? Like, you haven't really got it. So I don't know whether the theft is like the moment you cross the threshold or the moment it comes out. And then you're like, right, it is now off the premises. But they had to like monitor him for, what are we now, like over a month until it came out. And I guess because it's a metal egg, it takes much longer to come out.
So how big was it as well?
But it did come out like a small Easter egg.
Oh, that's quite large.
That. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite large.
It's a big commit. Once it's gone in, if you haven't thought this stuff through, then you've got a real kind of like reckoning with yourself of like, wait a minute, this has to come out again. So if you've not like been in training for it or anything.
Yeah, that is a commitment.
There's going to be
19 grand, did you say it was?
19 grand.
There is some interesting person on the internet that would probably pay more now because it's passed through this guy's body and out
that'll find its audience.
Passage.
I swallowed 20p once.
Did you?
And that took, I think, 2 weeks.
Was it deliberate?
No, I really... At the time, I really liked having metal in my mouth.
Did you?
I was about 15, and there was something about putting metal in I really liked the taste and the texture of metal in my mouth. And then had a 20p, didn't really think about it, went in, must have coughed, choked, went down. Went to the doctors. They said, we need to know if this comes out, because otherwise it might still be in there. We'll have to operate. And then you have to kind of check what's happening for 2 weeks until it emerges. Sorry, all of this is more disgusting.
I know. I can't actually tell you how fascinating I am in this conversation.
Yeah.
I have so many follow-up questions. So it's really, really quite interesting.
But that was 2 weeks, and that's tiny. So the egg,
crazy though.
full month.
It's 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm just obsessed with the fact that there was a guy sitting in a cell somewhere being monitored every single day.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those stories. I'm assuming this hit the news. I haven't seen it, but it feels like one of those things that people have like that people are betting on. You know how they bring out like,
when's this coming out?
Yeah, like they bring out that octopus around the World Cup who guesses who's going to win the next game. I'm really upset that there was
egg comes out.
Like, I'm so upset that there was no.
Yeah, I wish I'd known about it before it emerged, because there must have been a news story of like guys swallowed egg, and then we could all have gone in and kind of like bet the house on it, and now it's out.
That's a lot of fun. So yeah, thinking back to our heist, swallowing is quite a good method of.
I think if you brought some sort of like capsule with you that you could put the thing in, like a Kinder Egg toy thing, inside that. If you could put the jewels in there, and that's probably going to be the hardest bit.
Yeah.
I think getting the jewel from the case into the Kinder Egg thing without being noticed, that's going to be the hard bit.
Yeah.
But then easy to just like cough and then shove that in, and then you're fine.
I'm going to distract and you're going to swallow, or shall I swallow and you distract?
How do you feel? What do you prefer? I want you to be doing your dream role in this heist.
When you were telling this story, I feel like you were sort of somewhat skeptical and you had more questions than I did. I was like full in there.
You were quite all in on like,
I immediately thought this is actually a fantastic idea. I'll take one for the team.
Great, I'm happy to be the distraction. Okay. I can wear this garish outfit that we were talking about, but without the popper red. So that when they look at it, people just go,
you can pretend to be French.
It doesn't come together at all, yeah.
Do you know any French?
Un petit peu.
Oui, oui.
I used to work for a French sort of university, and they took me to Paris for a weekend for like a conference. And I went there thinking I knew French. I came away being like, no, I don't know French at all.
I was on Duolingo for the best part of a year, and then I was in a conversation. I was learning French.
Yeah.
The thing is, I've been learning it since I think I started in year 4. So I was maybe 9 years old.
It's mad how slowly it goes.
I don't know a bloody thing, Joz.
C'est possible, nous parlons en français tout le podcast.
Is it possible for us to speak in French in this podcast?
Yeah, for the entire podcast.
I
don't think it would be. That was already pretty painful.
Did you learn French at school?
I learned a bit of French.
Okay.
I went up to GCSE.
Yeah.
So again, I think I could have an uninspiring conversation in French. And I think the French person would just be like rolling their eyes, being like, this is boring shit. Like, I come from London.
Yeah.
London is a city with 8 million people. Like, all that shit I can do.
I have a sister with brown hair and 3 cats.
Yeah. I like films. Great. Well done.
Oh God! Do you remember at school when you were learning French specifically the listening test? So I thought I was good at French up until the point in which I have to listen.
Yeah.
And do you remember how terrible the audio was?
Yeah. And they speak very fast.
They speak so fast.
They speak at the pace that people actually speak.
But they also tend to speak in the environment in which the passage is on. So there was one specifically at a theme park.
Just constantly.
This kid speaking French on a roller coaster with other people screaming.
Yeah.
So part of me was like, do I not know French or can I just not hear what the he's saying?
Yeah. Probably if I went to Alton Towers, you'd similarly have trouble being like, what did that kid say?
I'm now bilingual.
Yeah.
I can only speak French at theme parks. Yeah, that's fun. Quite like objects tied to experiences. I got into buying movie props when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I was like, it was my first job and I was still living at home. I was like, I don't know, 14, 15. There was a website where I would just buy props from films.
What did you buy? What's the best prop you ever got?
There was something from the 2003 Peter Pan film.
Oh yeah, Jason Isaacs.
Yeah.
I never
there
saw that, but for some reason I'm so aware of it.
It's fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah, it's.
Is it? Would you say it's the definitive Pan?
It's the premier Pan.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It
More
was
than Hook.
Oh, I've never seen. That's another thing I've never seen.
You've got to watch. Right, forget Octopussy. Octopussy's a load of shit. You've got to watch Hook.
It's a lot of people's first love.
Right.
Jeremy
really?
Sumpter, I think.
Is Peter Pan?
Yeah, he's Peter Pan in it.
What's he doing now?
I don't know.
Probably still playing Peter Pan.
I don't know.
You do it forever, isn't it? You never age. It's probably still there.
Yeah, but it's a good one. You got to see it. But yeah,
what did you buy from it?
There was a couple of things in the kids' nursery. I think there was like these like stacking cubes. There was an acorn. They had a ton of acorns.
Right.
There was a lot of acorn.
Yeah. That sort of
iconography.
It's got sort of acorny vibes.
And it's just, I think it's just sitting in my mum's attic now.
Really?
I haven't found a place for it. But yeah, I
get
will.
That back.
I should. I know. I know.
Put it next to this pooey egg that you're also
the shit egg.
Yeah. What's your dream prop?
I'm a big Pirates of the Caribbean fan.
Yeah.
I feel like I weave this into every single episode.
Great movies.
So what would I like?
Bill Nye's tentacles.
Oh my God. Well, they were all CGI,
all fake,
weren't they? Yeah. What would I like from there? I'd like a wig. One of the wigs.
That'd be nice. Who's? Johnny Depp? Anyone's?
Not
any wig.
I would quite like Elizabeth's dad's wig. What's his bloody name?
Not
Commodore Norrington. Commodore Norrington's wig, I would say.
Yeah, the little
curly.
Kind of,
yeah. What was the dad's name? I don't remember. Maybe they don't ever reference his name.
Maybe he's just the dad.
The dad.
This old dude.
Father.
Yeah.
Do you like Pirates of the Caribbean?
I used to love it. I think I missed one and then I went back because they did the 3 that were very good. Yeah. And then they did some more and then I came back to it for like 5 or 6 or something and then I had no idea what was going on anymore. Mm-hmm. I think I'd missed some sort of like key bit.
Yeah.
I also just think they just keep making things for too long these days. Sometimes you're like, those were 3 good movies, but we can just keep driving this on and on if we want. Are you a fan of all of them? offended you deeply.
No. The 2, 4 and 5, I think the 4 was with Penelope Cruz, and the 5 is kind of standalone, and that's the most recent. I feel like the 3 are a certain set of films, and the other 2 are kind of
some more if you enjoyed
the
that.
extra bits.
Do they bring Orlando Bloom back in number 5? I think he's in a post-credit scene.
They did, yeah. He comes over the hill.
Yeah. And then they were like, and there'll be more, and then there wasn't any more.
Yeah,
but there will be.
It's fab. Joz, let me get into my bit of news for the week.
Please.
I want your thoughts on this. So this was a study I came across, and it is a way to help identify the narcissist in your life.
Ooh.
So researchers claim you can spot a narcissist by looking at their eyebrows.
Whoa.
In this study, people were surprisingly good at identifying narcissistic personalities just from photos of someone's face. And the strongest clue was the eyebrows. So thicker, more pronounced eyebrows are associated with higher levels of narcissism.
Oh, shit.
And the theory is that narcissists put more effort into grooming features that signal dominance and confidence.
And eyebrows signal dominance and confidence.
Apparently. Think of like the biggest narcissist either in your life, suspected narcissist, or that you've ever encountered. What were their eyebrows saying?
I can't picture their eyebrows. I'm thinking of 2 specific people.
Are you?
Yeah. And
are they still in your life?
Yeah. They're still around. Yeah. They're hard to shake off, these narcissists. I think my biggest worry is I think I have quite pronounced eyebrows. I think
Would you consider yourself a narcissist?
I stand up on stage and like prat around for a living, which I guess is always going to lean that way. But I'd hope not. Because, I mean, when you know like a proper one, like, do you know proper ones?
Yeah.
Like full on, like you cannot see anything outside of your own
I know
bollocks.
I know kind of like seasonal narcissists.
Yeah,
so like they
which is
kind of
fine.
go in and out. I think we've all got a bit of narcissism in us somewhere.
Yeah. For sure.
Their eyebrows, it kind of checks out.
Is it about what they do with them, or is it about like just the size?
I think it's the size, and this is kind of saying that apparently the theory suggests that narcissists put extra effort into grooming features that signal dominance and confidence.
So they'll have very kind of precise.
Yeah. Which again, kind of checks out.
I used to know my RE teacher. His eyebrows sort of came out like if he wore a hat, his eyebrows would be wider than the brim of his hat.
I love that.
And he was a very, very sort of like quiet, insular soul. So it checks out.
Yeah.
He didn't give a shit about his eyebrows.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love those big.
I
those
wonder
big
if the narcissists I know have like removed their eyebrows.
Oh, that's a power
because
move.
they know that it's a tell of the narcissism. Because I genuinely can't picture them.
Because that's also quite a good shout, because I think removing eyebrows kind of creates some sort of distance, and it's quite difficult to read people. I feel like if they don't have eyebrows, which would be
odd.
Bowie
did
narcissistic.
it for a bit, I think.
Who did it?
David Bowie for a bit, shaved
Bowie
it in the
did,
70s. I think
yeah.
he got rid of his eyebrows.
Yeah.
And there's someone in Lord of the Rings with no eyebrows to make him look shifty.
Interesting. But you can think of 2 specific narcissists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you?
Yeah, I can. Yeah. I'm gonna put that down to there being some truth in that.
Yeah, it feels like it. I'm also thinking of people like, I'm thinking of Jack Black now. I'm thinking of Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Very sort of eyebrow heavy performers in the way they come across. I'd say sort of eyebrows first.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have the biggest eyebrows, but they know how to use them. So I'm wondering whether there's some narcissism at play there. Jack Black seems like a decent guy.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson, I could believe he's a narcissist.
Yeah.
Great actor.
Maybe a seasonal one.
Yeah.
Maybe on project.
When the time is right. Yeah.
What is the first judgment you make about someone when they walk into a room?
I think how much somebody is immediately trying to like be the center of attention in a room. I'm always like, oh, this is going to be hard work. But then a lot of those people end up being the nicest guys.
Yeah.
I think I get very reactionary over like the bigger somebody is, the more I sort of feel like, oh God, this is going to be hard. And then I think that's often a kind of really kind of back foot thing on my part. What do you look for first?
I go more obscure. If we're talking like character traits, mine's always how, like, I think that the age-old one is how people speak to or treat like waiters or people like service. That's a big one for me. But then there are also certain things that if someone has or does or is not necessarily into, because I never judge anyone's interest, because I think we all have a...
Oh, yeah.
We
I'm
all,
interested in
like,
such bullshit.
You have to be, right? Those are the best
So there's always going to
of...
be a thing of like, I can't believe you're still talking about this, but
those
nice
the
for you
best
that you
types
care
of
about
people.
it. Yeah.
Is there anything like obscure that...
People who can't look at you I really hate, or not in a kind like you get people who can't look at you because they're nervous or they're not great with eye contact, but the people who they're like looking over people's shoulder, like looking for this person that you actually want to be talking to.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I've had it before where like in the Fringe sometimes, particularly like you have that constantly in bars, and then even in things where like there's two of you in a room, there's very much nobody else in the room, and people are still trying to do the like, is there anybody else here? And you're like, no, it's just me. It's only me, so we can just like engage in this. So I think that's the big thing that I feel really kind of like.
That's a terrible trait, and it's really it's also awful because as they're looking around, you're noticing that they're doing it, and you have this sort of awkward chat to yourself that you're realizing in the moment that this person is not wanting to be speaking to me right now,
like,
but looking for someone. Yeah, it's not fun being the placeholder of a conversation.
Yeah.
How are you with networking, Joz? I hate networking.
So bad at it. Have you seen Marty Supreme?
Yes, I have.
So good.
Yeah.
You know that scene where he's talking about like the orange ping pong balls, and there's a line about like, you better give me this thing because in a few months I'm going to be staring back at you from a Wheaties box or whatever. I think it's in the trailer, so hopefully not a spoiler for anyone that he says Wheaties box in the movie. But I watched that and I was like, I feel like this is the kind of thing that you're made to feel like you ought to do in the concept of like network. Like when you're getting your stuff out there and trying to let people know who you are, you ought to carry yourself with that sort of like, it's a foregone conclusion that you are this amazing thing. But then you watch the film and you're like, this guy's fucking prick.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to be this.
Right? He's
dreadful.
He was awful.
So bad.
Like one of the most unlikable. Like I know there's some films with some quite unlikable characters.
He's foul.
He's
absolutely
awful.
Foul.
Bloody
and I
hell,
know people who really
bad.
hated the film because of it. They were like, awful film, horrible people. And I was like, yeah, but so fun watching horrible people destroy their lives. It's great.
It really is.
I think when you find the people where like they're in your industry and you can network with them, but it just feels like hanging out with people, that's lovely. Like I don't think the entire concept of, because all it really means is find the people that you get on with and want to do stuff with. But all the kind of like pressurized networking of like, here is a networking event, go and do the thing. I'm like, please don't make me do that.
I'm bad with organised fun though in the same way.
Really?
I can't do, I really skip the dating phase. Like I can't do, let's go to mini golf. Like that's just my worst. I can't do it. So I think, if I feel like I'm somewhere and everyone there is all conscious of the fact that we should be networking, it's giving organised fun.
What's the best bit of organised fun you've done? Has there ever been something where you're like, this is fine actually?
I really got into escape rooms actually.
Oh yeah.
Which I guess
love organised fun.
Yeah,
then.
which I guess is like, that's organised fun. Me and my friend, God, we really got into it. We were going, every
I've
week.
Only done 2.
Have you?
I did one that a friend of mine was running, and he realised partway in that he'd forgotten to give us a crucial clue. Like he was the kind of organiser that was like, right, okay, the jewel thieves are out there. I'm police chief, whatever. I'll be just outside. And we spent about 20 minutes, like really getting stuck and having done everything that we thought we did in the room. And eventually we had to knock and be like, we don't know what to do. And he came in and was like, I just remembered I was supposed to give you this briefcase. And we were like, okay, we won't mention this to any of your bosses because I think that was quite a crucial thing.
Did you complete it?
We did eventually. Did. I think we had 1 minute to spare. So if we hadn't got quite so stuck, we might have done a bit better. What's the worst kind of organised fun you've done?
I think maybe I've just had a really bad experience. It wasn't mini golf. It was, I guess it's like a golf driving range, right? Where you just hit balls into the abyss.
Oh, that's dull. That is kind of dull.
It takes a certain type of person to do that on a boat. Have you ever seen people? It's
golf on
very
a boat?
eat the rich.
Where'd you hit it? You just hit it into the sea?
Hit it into the sea. It's like there were videos that I saw over summer of people on their super yachts. I just thought no matter how much money I ever made, that's what I judge someone for.
Yeah,
that's
if they come in there immediately, should we go on our boat and hit golf balls?
If they were hitting golf balls off boats. Yeah. And I do think that, because I was going into the comments and I thought, I hope people are ripping them a new one saying, well, we're supposed to be saving the turtles. But they had a really good comeback. And apparently this specific super rich person that was hitting golf balls off of their boat, they actually made sure that the golf balls were good for the environment and they were actually feeding the fish.
Right. Great. Little fishball pellets. Still
yeah.
obnoxious. You still look like a prick.
If you had all of the money in the world, is there anything that you're like, this is the one obnoxious thing that I would do? Or do you think you'd spend your money wisely?
I don't think I would spend it wisely. I think I'd spend it on just extreme kind of pursuit of some sort of very niche interest.
Okay.
Like I remember I got so into some very specific board games or things during lockdown where I was like, you can play this board game by yourself. I'll buy every single expansion for it or whatever. And I think like all those sort of grants just went on pursuing shit like that when I really should have been trying to like work out how to survive COVID. I used to think that if I ever had loads of money, I really wanted to buy ZZ Top's car.
Oh, okay.
They had like a sort of a weird... I'm not into cars at all. Mm-hmm. Really don't give a shit about them. I learned to drive for a bit. and then never took the test because my driving instructor made fun of me for not being into cars enough. He was like, it was really odd. He was like, what car have you been learning in so far? I was like, I don't know, grey car. He was like, you don't know what kind of car you're in, but you're a 17-year-old boy learning to drive. I was like, I don't give a shit about this. I just think it would be a useful skill eventually. So then I felt weird about the pressure of like, there was so much of a thing that made it feel like I should care a lot about it, and I felt like I didn't really care. And then another instructor of mine kept falling asleep during lessons. So it just generally never came together for me driving. And yet for some reason, there's a specific car that ZZ Top drive around in that whenever I've seen it, I'll be like, it'd be cool to own that car. I love that.
So if
big long red thing.
Did you say that you've never passed your test? Then you took all of the lessons.
Took all the lessons for like a year and a half. My dad took me around, like helped me practice. Really bad that I never even took it. So much money and time wasted.
You've got all the knowledge.
I know, but I can't. Yeah, I'm quite a good driver. Is the mad thing. Like I was decent at it, but I just kept going through different instructors, and they were all terrible. I had one who we drove around an industrial estate, and outside one of the warehouses there was a stack of like 20 crates of protein shake with a sign saying "Help yourself." And he was like, right, pausing the lesson, and then stopped and put all these crates of protein shake in the back of his car. And he was like, that's a great deal, that for free. And then when he dropped me off, he went, I've sort of got too many crates of protein shake now. And I went, yeah, because you took 20 from a warehouse. And he went, I don't need all this. Do you want half of them? I was like, no, because I have no interest in protein shakes. And he was like, I can't take 20. You take 10. So then I ended up with 10 crates of protein shake that I had to sell to like kids in my school. Not kids, like I was also a kid, like my fellow kids. So I made a little bit of money off of that, but just too much stuff happening in driving lessons where I was like, this is just mad. I just keep hanging out with mad people. This guy who can't sleep, this guy who's addicted to protein shakes, this guy who shames me for not knowing the name of a car.
That's absolutely hilarious. I kind of get that, like, quitting at the last minute.
Yeah,
I'm a bit of one of those people as well. I did all of my A-levels and then I literally quit. I've spoken about this before. I quit like 6 weeks before my exam.
What, you quit the entire...
I thought, this isn't
you
for
quit
me.
school?
I quit school.
Wow, so you didn't do the A-levels?
No, I didn't do it. Because it was literally, you know, like you do the AS and then you do the A-level and then you're going off to uni.
Yeah.
I did all of that bit. But 6 weeks before I had to do the exams to get into uni, I just thought, I think I'd rather not.
Wow.
So I just threw 2 years down the drain.
Yeah, why not? Did you have fun during the 2 years?
No, it was an awful time.
Shame. What a waste.
What a waste. I could have been doing something far more fun, like, I don't know.
Could have been knocking golf balls
off
your boat.
Yeah. I could have done.
What would you buy?
Do you know what? I've gone from the movie props, which was on my retail
you
salary.
Could get that wig.
I would go into property. So I would buy the locations where crazy things were filmed. That would be fun.
Cool.
Yeah, like the Addams Family house or something.
Where is that?
I don't know. I don't know whether that was a set though, to be fair.
Just buy the set.
Yeah.
Buy the entire house and then just like, drop it in a real plot of land. Get a field. Because fields are cheap, I think. Buy yourself a little field.
Yeah.
Buy yourself the Addams Family prop house, put it in there.
And get into construction.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, just on the driving test as my final question, where were you finding these instructors?
I don't know. I don't remember organising any of it, which again is terrible. It means that my mum and dad were putting all this effort into trying to help me drive. Like, really, I feel so terrible for them. And they just must have got unlucky with people. My dad was actually genuinely quite good as an instructor, except that, like, he would go incredibly quiet. Like, he's a very, very loud kind of boisterous person. And whenever we drove together, he would go completely silent and would be like, and now you need to put it into second gear and move up. Because I think he knew having somebody like loud and distracting isn't good if you're driving. So he was really making the effort. But to me, I found that so weird. I was like, you seem furious for some reason. I don't know what I've done, but I must be doing this all wrong. And I think he was just trying to like remain calm. So yeah, all of it was just them trying so hard and me just being like, don't like this very much. This guy fell asleep. And now I've got all these protein shakes that I don't know what to do with.
That is hilarious.
Didn't even manage to sell that many of them. I think I sold 1 crate and then the other 9 went to the tip.
I don't know if this was a big culture in your school, but we used to like sell sweets and stuff like that. Yeah. Me and my friend, we used to sell those toffee crisps, which I haven't had since you could get like a multi-pack of toffee crisps.
Were nice.
They always went down. Do they still make those?
Well, I think they've been rebranding a lot of chocolate because it's not chocolate recently. Have you heard this? They're
no.
Like, it's all, what is it? I think a double-decker isn't chocolate now. It's now called a chocolate-flavoured thing. Chocolate-flavoured snack or something. But I think a lot of them don't have enough cocoa, I guess, to count as actual chocolate. So maybe Toffee Crisp has been kind of quietly demoted, and now it's on like the lowest shelves because I realised it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But it tastes great.
They do taste great. Oh, that's similar. It's a similar vibe to Pringles, right? They can't call Pringles a crisp.
Can they not?
I don't think so. Whoa. I think they're called a potato snack.
What's a crisp then? What's like the definition of crisp?
I think it maybe has to have like crisp. Real potato. It has to be a real potato that's been sliced and fried.
Actually, there is something about a Pringle that sort of feels, it's like a kind of AI ersatz version of potato. It's too thick.
I wish there was like a human equivalent to this, because sometimes I don't feel fully human. Like, what is the flesh thing?
The Pringle of the human world.
Yeah, I feel like the Pringle of the human world.
What else did you sell at school?
I was only doing chocolates. I was on the chocolates. Right. There were other things that were sold. I think my friend, I don't think she got into selling Yazoo. Do you remember those Yazoo milkshakes? She left a Yazoo in her locker. We shared, our lockers were above each other, and God, it went rotten over the summer.
We did
and
this.
It stunk out the entire block.
We did it on purpose, though.
We
called it an experiment. We were trying to work out what would happen, and we would put more things in it, like a shoelace or like a bit of banana skin. And we were trying to work out how thick you could get the scum on the surface of an old Yazoo.
Aren't we
horrible?
Vile?
Children are horrible.
Children are horrible.
I mean, I guess they're sort of learning of like, what happens if I put this in this, and then it turns out like
we were filthy little things.
Yeah, awful,
filthy,
really awful. I knitted pencil toppers for a while.
Oh, that's cute.
Tried to make a bit of money for like there was like a house charity cup, which was like a school charity cup thing where like each house in the school would compete, and then I'd been passed up for like a prefect role. I wasn't allowed to be a prefect, and I was livid about it. So I was like, I'm going to make more money for the charity cup than anybody else. And then sold little pencil toppers that my mum knitted, and like a bumper fun book. I wrote like a little fun book and then sold that, and then forgot to ever hand the money in. Got made a prefect. I told them I made like 100 quid for charity. They're like, great, we'll give you a prefect spot. You get to do the thing. And then I remember I went away to uni and then came back and found this bag of cash in the corner and was like, that's the charity money. I forgot to hand that in. That's terrible.
You still got the prefect
Still got the prefect badge. Yeah.
Did you get the special badge?
I win. Yeah, got a little badge.
And did that help
you
get
to wander around and like tell people
well?
not to run around in the canteen. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You put that in your application.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Awful. I'm assuming knitted like those knitted hats that would come on top of the innocent smoothies.
Well, the weird thing about these was, and I think I can't remember if I've talked about this or another thing, but my mum discovered like a knitting pattern for, like, she called it a willy warmer, and she made it for her nieces and nephews as a joke present. Because she was like a wacky aunt. Have you got like a wacky aunt?
I'm the wacky aunt.
Right, great.
I actually have bought
Have you ever knitted willy warmers for your nieces and nephews?
I haven't knitted them, but I've bought my partner one before as a stocking for that. It's obviously I don't know if you'd ever find any use for them. I suppose it's like a novelty gift.
It's the kind of, you look at it and go, yeah, it's funny.
I know. But I've now got this weird knitted willy warmer, and it's in with all of like the stockings and the sacks.
Yeah.
Because I live in a flat, I give all of that stuff to my mum when I take all the Christmas decorations.
And then she'll go through
so she can put it in her attic. And it's really awkward because it's like...
Just tell her it's a pencil topper. Because this was her realisation, was she was like, she identified very much as like, I'm the wacky aunt, I'm going to get people willy warmers.
Yeah.
And then realised that she could use the same knitting pattern and pass it off as a pencil topper, and you just kind of different size, but put it on the end of your pencil, and then you got a little. You can like fly the school colours. I think she did them in the school colours, and then said you can sell these to people at school. Never told them that. I didn't say I made this charity money by selling willy warmers to the other children. Just said I've been selling pencil toppers, and it's a great way to do it. Great way to make a bit of money.
Oh, Joz, well, we've got into a bit of everything.
I know,
on today's episode.
We're quite cultured, actually.
We are.
Kind of like, current affairs.
What have you got going on for the rest of the year? What have you got coming up? Where can we see you?
I'm on tour at the moment.
Nice.
Not right now, obviously. I'm in this room, but I'm currently in the middle of sort of a tour, which I've been organising myself. So it's the world's most sporadic tour. It's not really a kind of consistent block of dates, but we're doing Norwich at the end of this month, and then we're off to a bunch of other places in March.
Amazing.
Nothing in February. Didn't book anything in February. Thought I'd give myself a bit of time off.
Yeah, you need time off.
Because it's stressful touring, when you've done like 3 dates in 3 weeks, then you need a month of nothing to reset.
Especially if you're not driving as well.
Yeah. Well,
Trains,
I have to go
buses.
with I drive with my technician. My technician who takes the show drives, and he plays me sort of obscure 90s rock on the way to get me into things like Terrorvision and Extreme. These are bands I didn't know about before we started touring, but I now know a lot about. I've learned so much about them. So I'm very grateful that he, stuck with it and took the test.
Yeah.
Thank God somebody did.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Where would you be without him?
Still just in London, I think. Still taking calls from other venues going, yeah, I know, but I don't know how to get there. So I'm on tour with that. That's the main thing. Amazing. Might be doing a new show, which will probably be next year, but I'm starting to kind of work in progress it. It's about Hugh Jackman and the Phantom of the Opera. You're a Hugh Jackman fan?
I am, to a certain extent. Loved Hugh Jackman in Les Mis.
Yeah.
Loved Hugh. I haven't seen Hugh Jackman's older stuff.
Right.
I'm very much
Les Mis is the main thing.
Greatest Showman.
Yeah. I watched Les Mis last year and thought his performance in it is so mad that I was like, I'm going to make a show about this guy. He's crazy.
Yeah.
His neck is wider than his head in that film.
It is, isn't it?
He strains so much.
The fact that you said that and I immediately understood where you were going in the reference.
That vein. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and make something about that guy. But that'll be for next year. Probably.
Am I right in thinking that he didn't drink water for like a week or something in preparation for
really
a certain the scene where he's dragging the flag?
Where he has to be like all massive.
Yeah, where he's really shriveled and
why would you not drink water to look massive? That'd be terrible. Right. Wow. Yeah. He's crazy. And he takes everything he does so seriously, even though every film he makes is like incredibly silly. Like I don't think he's ever made a really serious film in his life.
Yeah.
But he's always so earnest in them and I find it so sweet.
Yeah.
This guy is just giving it everything in the context of like, this film is like nonsense, right? Like absolute nonsense.
Oh, you've got a ton of material around there.
Yeah.
I love it.
It'll write itself.
I'm excited to see it, Joz.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.